let's try this one again. So, I just recorded this and it didn't record the audio, so we're gonna try it again. First things first, let me apologize. I know I said I would update you guys pretty regularly, and well, there hasn't really been a lot going on, and I really haven't had time. I think the last time I made a video, I was checking in my hotel room and looking for a place to live. Well, I did that, obviously, in my new place. It's at a room in an apartment, and it's really, really cheap. It's in a good part of town, though, and I got some good roommates. It's not the Ritz, but it works. So it was really cool. It was actually kind of neat because I shot that video and got it uploaded, and maybe an hour later, I was here looking at this place and putting down a deposit. Very, very cool. So, what else is going on? I got a job a few days later at a place called Cup and Saucer in a town just north of here called Pawtucket. It's kind of like, I said this place is full of these little burbs everywhere, right? It's kind of like the difference between working in the medical center and the museum district. It's just a few miles, but rather than being districts in a large city, they're just a bunch of little cities in a large area. So it's not too bad. It's about a 15-minute bus ride. You could bike it, if you had a bicycle, in about 20-25 minutes. It's about an hour walk. It's about 6 miles, but it's a good job. It's the guy that I'm working for is kind of cool. He's been in the restaurant business a while, and he needs somebody he can rely on to cook breakfast. Breakfast is not easy. I learned that very quickly. It does take some skill and finesse, and a lot of speed, man. When you're cooking breakfast, it's like, because it takes a minute and a half to make eggs, as opposed to 5 minutes to make a hamburger, or 6-7 minutes to make a steak. So it's a lot faster, and it's in the morning, so you're half awake, which makes it twice as hard. So anyway, the job was cool. Buses, yeah, man, there's buses everywhere. In Houston, your buses go from one side of town to the other, and here, man, their buses go like across the state. In Houston, the buses are run by Metro, right, the city. Well, the buses in Providence are run by the state of Rhode Island. Like, all across the state is the buses. It's weird. I mean, it's weird thinking that way, because everything's just so spread out in Texas, and here it's just so. But being a Johnson Wales student, I get to ride the buses for free, so that's really cool. So I can go to Newport Beach for free. Just hop on the bus and go. Not that I've been yet, because it's kind of cold at the beach. So I'm kind of tired. Providence is really cool. Everything's all colonial and historic, but there's not a whole lot of history here. At least I don't know if there is yet. I'm sure there is. I should have paid more attention to history in school. Now all these houses just have these big placards on them that say they're made in 1800 something, 1700 something. This is kind of cool. A lot of history here. It looks nice. The place is very pretty. At least the down city, whatever they call it. But they call it down city, which is weird. But anyway, some of the older places are really cool. Now, that's not to say that there's not it doesn't have its, how can I put this and be politically correct? Lower income areas, but for the most part, it's a really nice place, and there's a lot of stuff to do here. And strangely enough, not that I have time to do anything, but it's there. If I decide I want to go do it. So classes are really cool. The way they're structured is they have what's called labs, which are the production type things that we do. You have labs and you have academics. Labs are your hands-on classes, obviously, and your academics are your book classes. Labs run, and even academics are 6 hours, 1:30 to 7:30 every day. Monday through Thursdays, 4 days a week, and you have 9 days of class, and then you move on to the next class. So it's very, very fast paced. It's very intense, and I was shocked how much information you can learn in 9 days. I just got out of a class, my first class I finished today, called Stocks, Sauces, and Soups. It was actually a lot of fun for my first class. I had a wonderful instructor. Her name is Chef Botham, and she's the bomb. I like her a lot. I have a lot of respect for her. And not just because she's my friend on Facebook. So the class is pretty self-explanatory. We start out learning about stocks because everything else that we do is based on stocks, and we have to have a good working knowledge of how to make a chicken stock or a veal stock or a brown beef stock or whatever. And then we roll into soups and sauces at the same time. And then we have a variety of different types of sauces and soups that we need to know how to make, and what distinguishes a thick soup from a thin soup. And it's not just the consistency. It's what's in it, what it's made of, or different types of velouté. And you can go look this up. I'm not gonna explain it to you. Or different types of veloutés, or different types of bechamel sauces, and how to make them. And not so much learning recipes as learning techniques. What makes a bechamel, what makes a hollandaise, so you can go and develop these things on your own. Kind of creative approach. Very interesting, very informative, very intense, and a lot of work. You guys that follow me on Facebook know I just finished my practical today. I did really, really well. I think I'm going to squeak by with an A in the class, so that'd be really nice. I'd like to see that. What else is going on, man? Let's see. Tomorrow I start my new class. It's called the Introduction to Dining. I'm reading my notes. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at you. It's called the Introduction to Dining Room Essentials, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's they're going to teach us how to set plates, how to serve people, how to navigate around the dining hall or the dining room, how dinner service should flow, things like that. It's kind of an informative class. It's different, but it's something that I think every good chef should know, because understanding what goes on in the front of the kitchen kind of helps you do what you need to do in the kitchen. Something that I thought was really neat about Johnson & Wales, and I don't know if other schools do this or not, but like I said, we're in class for 6 hours. Well, we take a break about halfway to 3/4 of the way through the night, and we go eat dinner. And it's kind of weird how things progress. Like, we're in one of two stock kitchens, what they call stock kitchens, where they're kitchens that are equipped for making big batches of stocks and sauces. And we're in groups in our class, and every day we come in, we have a list of things that we have to produce. It's called during our production time, which is when we're making stuff. So say, today, for example, we didn't do this, but, we'd walk into class and be like, okay, group 1 needs to make 15 gallons of chicken stock. So we would go, and first thing we'd make 15 gallons of chicken stock, and then we'd go do whatever we had to do as our group. And that chicken stock would cook overnight, and somebody would strain it and cool it the next day. And other classes come and get that stock, and they use it for their stuff. So it's like we're producing stuff for other classes, and those classes produce things for other classes. Well, this all kind of trickles downhill or uphill or whichever way you want to look at it, and it culminates into food, right? Obviously, someone makes a stock and they turn it into a sauce, and then they put it on a dish, and then the dish ends up on a plate. Well, we go to dinner, like I was saying, and we go to our dining hall, our assigned dining hall, and it's like walking into a 4-star restaurant. You were kind of waiting in line. They cheese the way the dinner service is done. You stand in line with your classmates, and they say, okay, I need a party of 3. So they'll walk you to your table, they sit you down, you have a menu, you have a wine list, and all this stuff, and it's like going to a nice restaurant, and every night it's something different. And different classes are cooking, or the international class, which is a different type of food each night. And so you get to eat all this awesome food from all across the world, and it's really cool for us as aspiring chefs, because we get to try different things, and the people that are serving us are in the hospitality courses, so they're getting real world experience. We're getting an opportunity to try new things, and the people in the other classes are not just throwing their food away when they're making it. It's kind of cool. It's very very interesting how it works out. So I guess that's about it. I'm gonna go home for Christmas. Thank God. I'll be home a week or so. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to see anybody. I sold my truck, in case some of you guys missed that. They don't follow me on YouTube. I really don't need it here, and it was $350 a month. I just couldn't afford, to be honest with you. So I got rid of that, paid it off, thank God. And maybe later I get a better paying job, I can buy something a little cheaper. But I'll be home, and maybe I can steal my dad's car and drive into Houston one day and say hi to some people. If not, you guys know where I live. Anyway, I'm going to stop blabbering because I can talk all night, and I don't want to stare at this camera anymore because I'm kind of tired. You guys take care. I miss you all, and I love y'all very much. And have a happy holiday. If I don't talk to you, make sure you travel safe. And we'll see you, probably going to be, I don't know, maybe before Christmas. I'll try to put an update up, maybe when I get home to my parents' house. Maybe I can put a video up. Anyway, it'll be sooner than later, I promise. Take care, guys. Bye.